Bitcoin has managed to climb up to $78,400. This is exactly what we've been expecting over the last few weeks. And that's exactly the price range, or at least roughly the price range, where we'll soon want to enter our big short position. Today, I'm going to explain exactly whether Bitcoin is going up again, when specifically I'll open my short trade, and especially for those who didn't believe me, why I'm opening my short trade then. So I'd say let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. And with that, hello and a very warm welcome to a new video here on my channel. It's me, Max. Today, I'm giving you an important update on the crypto market situation. And yes, we're currently facing the final capitulation of Bitcoin. Yeah, I know I've made myself quite unpopular over the last few weeks because I had, well, let's say an opinion that not everyone shared, a very controversial opinion. Specifically, I was of the opinion that we already had a bear trap down here. That was the point where everyone was saying, no, now comes the next downward move. I just said, hey, in my opinion, not really. This is going to be the next bear trap and the market will most likely go up. And that is exactly what ended up happening now. But my forecast wasn't even that the market necessarily had to go up here or that it's going even higher now. Yeah, the forecast was that the market reaches $78,000, $79,000 and then it'll go down. That means, as you can see here, I'm already planning my big short position. If you could just, before this video really gets started, just go below this current video and give it a thumbs up. That would really help me out. If you take a look at the video, this is a video from 2 weeks ago where I already drew in that exactly this lower level here is the bear trap, and we're accordingly going to the price ranges of $77,000, $78,000, $79,000. Those have been my price targets for a while now. And what's important, an indicator that we haven't looked at for a while in this context was of course the 200 EMA. I can just quickly put that in and set the length here to 200. So here we have the 200 EMA, and we can now also see that we've currently broken through the 200 EMA to the upside. Now, that's actually a sign that the market wants to rise much further, but it must be clearly stated that last time we also only just barely broke through this 200 EMA to the upside. That means, personally, I don't think we'll be staying in front of or above the 200 EMA for very long. Personally, I consider the scenario we currently have here to be extremely bearish. I'm heavily positioned short. My short position isn't in the market yet, but my short position is already set. I also showed that in the live stream yesterday. I also sent that into my free Telegram group yesterday. So if you want to know from where and when I'm going short, and also with how much, with what leverage and so on and so forth, SLTP, you'll find everything down in my Telegram group, or as I said, also on LEVEX. That means you can also sign up on LEVEX via the first link in the video description, then you'll see the whole thing too. Now regarding Bitcoin, looking at my short-term forecast, it obviously had a very strong breakout yesterday. By the way, we fully captured that movement in a very nice long trade. And now Bitcoin is forming a bullish sideways pattern here, which likely means the market will probably break out further to the upside this noon or afternoon and will then likely head towards $79,000. That will also be the area where my order enters the market. My order was missed by a hair right here. My short order is actually at, I believe, 78,777, so exactly in this price range. So it's been missed very narrowly so far. Of course, if I missed the top that closely, on one hand, it's cool to have analyzed it so accurately, but on the other hand, it obviously sucks. Yeah, that I didn't get in. But I assume that a lot of people are starting to short here now. The market might go short for all I care, but I think it'll come up one more time to, of course, stop out these shorts here. So I think the order I placed is sitting pretty well, and so far, all the predictions or forecasts here have played out wonderfully. We also have, if you take a look at this, an increasingly bearish structure here, where candles were just moving upwards. That is, well, basically a bear flag that formed out of a downward movement. That means the whole thing is definitely becoming increasingly bearish here as well. Also, of course, in terms of the RSI, we are overbought. That means we're in an area, you can see this especially well on the 12-hour time frame. You can see perfectly here that this area is now very heavily overbought, and that's an indicator that is right very often. That means, just take a look, we are very heavily overbought here. Yeah, and exactly at this point, the market is, of course, at a potential peak. The last time in this downward phase, which is obviously very comparable to what we have right now, we were also very heavily overbought. And that was accordingly exactly here in this phase, and we were above it with the RSI as well. That means it's very similar here now. That means, friends, we are now just before the final capitulation of Bitcoin. Yeah, I think everyone understands by now that we're entering a downward, or likely now a downward phase. Personally, I'm going to take a big short position now, which of course isn't that easy anymore because the market is now at greed. That means the market is at greed, the market sentiment is totally bullish, and now I have to stand here again and take all the hate because I'm saying, yeah, guys, there's nothing bullish about this anymore. It's more of a short now, right? And I have to stand my ground here again. So if you still like that, I often go against the market sentiment and I'm right anyway, despite getting all this hate, then please give me a thumbs up, my dear friends. But that's just how it is. Yeah, I'm going to position myself short now. A price target for the short of around $50,000 is, in my opinion, definitely something to aim for here. The most frequently asked question about this, of course, is also how does Ethereum react when Bitcoin reacts like this? Reacts. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but Bitcoin has also tested a CME gap here on the, well, larger time frame. That was exactly what I predicted, that it would approach this CME gap here, maybe even go into it a bit more. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens over the weekend or wait for Monday. But Bitcoin should definitely see a rejection here at some point. And here too, you can actually see beautifully what kind of, well, highly bearish chart formation we're forming here. Yeah, this is also a very steep rising wedge here, and that alone has a price target at the bottom of the wedge, which would fit because we still have open CME gaps here and here. So I'm assuming that this will definitely be closed eventually. I'm positioned highly bearishly. What's happening with Ethereum? Ethereum will probably also move up a bit for now. Ethereum is also in a bullish formation here. It's realistic that Ethereum hits $2,500. Personally, I'm going to stop taking long positions now. I won't be doing any more long trades. The Longinator is history now. Give a warm welcome to the Shortinator. He's at the start now. He'll take over from here and trade this whole downward movement. If we take a look at Ethereum, the probability that we'll continue to go higher is, well, possible. Sure, it's not impossible, yeah, but it's just very low and also limited in terms of where we can go. Yeah, I'd say 2,500, 2,540. As far as I'm concerned, that'll most likely be the approximate maximum for Ethereum, or the end of the line that we could probably reach. Now the question is, how far can Ethereum fall? Ethereum could also come down quite a bit. Ethereum could easily fill the wick down to 1.7, which would roughly mean that if Bitcoin is at $60,000, then Ethereum would be at $1,700. Yeah, you can calculate it roughly like that. That means Bitcoin is currently at, yeah, oh, only 76 now. It's slowly starting to go down. When Bitcoin is at 60, Ethereum will probably be at, yeah, 1.7, and then Ethereum will likely make the next downward move and probably hit this low as well. Yeah, I don't think the next downward move for Ethereum will be that extreme, but let's say between $1,200 and $1,400 is what I consider realistic for a downward move in Ethereum, and Bitcoin would then be significantly lower too. Bitcoin would then be at approximately $50,000. That means there's definitely a lot of potential on the downside. A good option for shorting, to buy in then. A super good option to open up big long swings. Super option. So friends, yeah, I'm curious to see if I'm right about this again. I strongly assume that's how it will be. But, well, friends, don't bet all your money on it, of course. Always be careful and have good risk management. Those are, of course, the keys to success in trading. My friends, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you very much. If you're new, subscribe. First link in the description. Check it out. I'll see you then. Until next time. And bye.